So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Job's a joke, you broke.
Your mom's gonna come downstairs and be like, I heard you were singing the Friends theme song.
You guys doing Friends down here? Friends is like equivocally my mom's favorite TV show. That and Queen of the South. She's really into Queen of the South.
Not SVU?
She also loves SVU.
Yeah.
She her favorite. Mom loves cop
big
shows.
Time. Yeah.
Like,
your mom's a huge cop drama person.
But you know what?
My mom and I, because my mom loves legal dramas. Your mom loves cop dramas, and my mom loves legal dramas.
So they get on. That's
She's
how they
heavy.
talk to each
My
other.
mom is heavy into Scandal and Suits right now, and my mom tried to tell your mom to watch Suits, and she very politely was like, "Oh yeah, no. Would I like it? Would I?
She would like it.
Oh, maybe I'll give it a try sometime."
I don't know. I think my mom and my dad and I think even me a little bit. I'm really enamored by drama surrounding police officers.
Yeah.
The fact my favorite comedy on TV, I should say my favorite to watch comedy on TV right now is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
Just to put on.
Yes.
But the thing I like about Brooklyn Nine-Nine is that they're police officers, but they're portrayed more as almost like low-level superheroes.
Yeah.
It's more or less what they are. They have this genius level.
Well, that's the thing about Brooklyn Nine-Nine is that in a time where law enforcement is notoriously not doing their jobs,
right.
It's nice to see a show about a bunch of cops doing their jobs.
Well, it's really funny,
and
right?
they do really due diligence, and they're very, very they stick to the process.
Cops,
yeah.
Well, what I really like about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, in the same vein of what you were just talking about, is it's kind of easy to forget that they're cops.
Yeah.
Even though the show is about police officers and it's about these wacky detectives.
They're in the precinct most of the time.
It's easy to forget that they're police officers to the point where it's because they're so fly by the pants and they're so easygoing. When something illegal pops up, they're like, I'm a police officer.
Yeah.
There's that one episode where Rosa doesn't want Holt to meet her girlfriend.
Yeah.
So she stages an actor.
Yeah.
And after the dinner, he leaves all offended. The actor turns to Rosa and is like, "You wouldn't happen to need any Molly, do you?" And Rosa's like, "I'm a police officer." She's like, leaving. I don't deal Molly.
Yeah. That was really funny.
I always like shit like that. It's kind of like an on the cuff, very relaxed portrayal of police officers.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. So I was having a bit of a throwback moment, and I was listening to that song "Summer Girls" by LFO. You might remember it. It's got the chorus that goes, "New kids on the block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and
sure.
I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer, for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, of course.
I'd take her if I had one and wish. She's been gone since that summer. But
No, continue the song.
I really
Sing the rest of the song.
I was really listening to the lyrics, the rest of the lyrics, and it's just a bunch of things that rhyme.
Right.
It's very nonsensical.
Mostly nonsense words.
Yeah.
Do you have the lyrics there?
I do. My favorite part is the first official verse that goes, "Hip hop mama, spick and span, met you one summer and it all began. You're the best girl that I ever did see, the great Larry Bird, Jersey 33. When you take a sip, you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets.
What? That doesn't even rhyme.
Call me when you miss me, cause I can't speak, baby. Something in your eyes really drove me crazy. Now I can't forget you and it makes me mad. You left one day and never, oh yeah. Now I can't forget you and it makes me mad. You left one day and never came back. Stayed all summer, then went back home. Macaulay Culkin wasn't home alone. Fell deep in love, but now we ain't speaking. Michael J. Fox was Alex P. Keaton.
Okay.
When I met you, I said my name is Rich. You look like a girl from Abercrombie and Fitch.
Wow.
It's they couldn't think of things to say, so they just stuck in a line that would
this
force
rhymes.
It to rhyme.
This is true, and
it's
it rhymes.
It's just pointless facts mixed in with a love story.
Well, that song is an early 2000s song.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a reputation with a lot of early 2000s music that has the early 2000s was a little confused.
It was, yeah. They were we're not the 90s anymore, but we're a whole new millennium, so we really don't have anything to look forward to. We want to start over fresh. It's a new millennium. It's a whole new millennium.
Definitely.
We're one of I don't know, maybe 4 groups of human beings to ever experience this. Like, we really got to start new, and it's just confused.
Yeah, and like I feel like it resulted in a lot of like, you know, it's where you get like The Offspring. It's where you get like what the fuck was that band called? Alien Ant Farm. Yeah, Alien Ant Farm. They did a cover of Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson.
Oh my god.
It's like their like claim to fame.
I have not heard this before, but
Are you
yeah.
okay? Are you okay?
Oh,
Are you
God.
okay, Annie?
Bugaloo shrimp and pogo sticks. My mind takes me back there oh so quick. Let you off the hook like my man Mr. Limpet. Think about that summer and I bug cause I miss it. Like the color purple, macaroni and cheese, ruby red slippers and a bunch of trees. What? Call you up, but what's the use? I like Kevin Bacon, but I hate Footloose.
What the fuck?
What? It's like, what are you saying?
That sentence had like 9 subjects.
It's like, I literally never want to hear anybody give a black person a hard time about rap ever again when this exists.
Even shit rap is coherent at least. Yeah. You know?
Oh my god.
Like, Jesus.
It's just so confusing.
I've seen mumble rappers with like better sentence structure.
Exactly. Mumble rap is literally more lucid than these lyrics. Like, it's so lost.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. I had to bring that up because sister-in-law Emma.
Right.
I just realized that like Emma's officially our sister-in-law now. So like I was like, I can't be like Duncan's girlfriend. Like no, she's his wife. Emma made like a really good playlist and I followed her on Spotify so I could listen to it, and like Summer Girls was on there and I was listening to it in the car on the way home from Mississauga one night, so I couldn't change it.
Right.
So I was trying not to fuck with the controls.
Naturally.
So I just really sat and listened to it and I was like, what the fuck? Nice.
Yeah. I hit the mic. Get used to it.
Is he saying? Like, what the actual fuck is he saying?
Like, I love those moments. It's
messed up.
Where it's like you're listening to something on the radio or maybe like a shuffle song and like something just tickles your ear.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute. And you turn it up and you're sitting there like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, this is terrible, actually. Like,
it's funny, you brought this up when we were recording, I think, like, Luigi's Mansion today. Yeah,
earlier today.
Like,
literally half an hour ago.
And, like, Mambo No. 5 is like that for me, where, like, I loved that song so much. But it's just, like, it's so gross. Like, Mambo No. 5 is literally just about, like, a list of women that this guy wants to sleep with.
But it's because it's jivey and upbeat. Everyone's like, oh, this song is fun.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right?
A little bit of Monica in my life. It's like, he wants to fuck Monica.
Yeah.
A little bit of Erica by my side. He wants to fuck Monica and Erica at the same time, folks. Like, a little bit of Rita's all I need. It's like, but what about Monica and, Erica?
Yeah.
Like,
little bit of Betty on her knees. Like, it's like, oh, that one wasn't even clever.
Yeah.
That's not even a cute one.
Yeah, I know. And like, I used to know girls who like were named. They had the same names as some of the names mentioned in the song, and they're like, my name's in there. Oh my god! Yeah. And it's like, Lou Bega wants to fuck you. You don't realize Lou Bega wants to fuck you.
Well, you ever heard
to be proud of?
You ever heard the Disney version?
When it's like,
little bit of goofy by my side.
Yeah.
So is Lou Bega gonna fuck all these Disney characters? Like, oh my god! Like,
I can't believe Disney didn't see right through that.
Like, Lou Bega gets invited over to like Mickey and Minnie's dinner.
Yeah.
And Mickey and Lou Bega have been like planning a threesome for months. And just planning to spring it on Minnie.
Yeah. And Mickey's just like, oh, Minnie, I know you said you wanted to try some new things in the bedroom, so I brought my friend Lou Bega over here, huh?
It's like, oh, Mickey, we really need to talk about this kind of thing beforehand. I mean, like, well, he's here. And he opens up the door, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. He, like, walks in.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Are you now picturing, like, the dinner?
I just picture, like, they're sitting at, like, a Luigi's Mansion style, like, banquet table.
Like a palatial, like a
and
palatial
Lou Bega
mansion
just, like, like
a Grecian mansion was the word
they're just like eating quietly, and you just very silently hear like boop, 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 in the distance. And then Mickey's like, oh, Minnie, so I know you said you were open to talking about having a threesome potentially, and just starts getting this like boom 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 boom, and he's like, and I invited a friend over, and I know you always said that like you always had a little bit of a crush on Lou Bega when you were a kid, so I called him. And then like the door just bursts open, and it's like boom 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 boom.
Okay. Can we at least finish dinner first? Oh my God, Sam. Not to change the topic, but can I tell you something that happened to me at work the other day?
Okay.
I was at work the other day, and it was getting towards close. So we were like closing the shutters. We were like restocking the shelves.
You're getting ready, yeah.
You know, I was getting the tills ready, and this dude came in, and it was the last day. Like, I work at a video game retailer. If you somehow don't know, it was the last day for this deal where you can buy one, get 4 Xbox 360 games for free. We're really trying to get.
Do they know what they're doing? Holy shit!
Well, they're not worth anything anymore.
I guess
most of them sell for like $10.
Yeah.
And we just really need to get rid of them because they're collecting dust. So this guy comes in. He's like, "Hey man, like, these are all your Xbox 360 games?" I'm like, "Yeah. Just take a look, buddy." He goes, "Okay, cool." He's like, "I'm looking actually for this game. Like, do you have one?" And I like searched it up. And I was like, "Oh no, I don't. But like, you know, down the road has one." He's like, "Cool, man, cool." And I swear to God, he goes to walk out the door, stops, turns around, and goes like, "Hey, man, you need, like, cologne?" And I was like...
Excuse me?
I literally was like, "I beg your pardon?" He was like, "Cologne, man. You need, like, you need some cologne?" And I'm like, "Oh, no. Thank you." And this is what he said to me. He goes, "Oh, you sure, man? It's 100% real." And I'm like,
As opposed to the fake stuff?
I was like, "Oh, that's really not a big deal. Thank you so much." And he's like, "Oh, okay, man. Don't worry about it." He, like, left. And I was like... What the fuck is real cologne? Like,
that is so fucking Kitchener.
Right? And it happened in Mississauga.
Yeah.
Fucking Mississauga, dude.
Fucking Saga, yeah.
You can throw that in my book. Fucking Saga.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it. I really had to wonder.
Weird.
Like,
why are you hawking bootleg cologne?
What is he? Yeah, he's like a cologne peddler?
Of all industries to like Beats I understand, but like...
Cologne? Like, first of all,
it's not like a necessity.
Saying cologne is 100% real is also not making me feel any better about this business transaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not like, "Oh, dude, it's real. Oh, buddy, I got like $40 cash. Like, give me some of that Calvin Klein."
Are you gonna like open up your jacket to reveal like all these bottles of cologne hanging inside of your lapel?
Am I gonna go home and spray myself and immediately start to melt? Like, is this just acid? Like,
yeah.
But I gotta wonder. Like, another thing is like it's important to consider is that did you know that it is actually illegal to do business in a place of business, like a retail store?
Interesting.
Like, or at least, like, I don't know if it's illegal in Ontario, but it's definitely in EB Games you're 100% not allowed to.
That definitely makes sense, and like, you know, I'm glad that law exists. I just didn't know that it was illegal.
I'm pretty sure it's legal.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then it's definitely just
I guess you technically need a permit to sell anything, so you can't like go inside of a place that already has a permit to sell one thing and sell a completely different thing inside of that place of business.
Like, my old manager, I was working with a couple of my old coworkers, and this guy came in and he wanted to trade in this old game. It was like a PS3 game or a PS2 game or something.
Yeah.
And we don't take those anymore. But it was like, actually, it was a fantastic game. It was like, whoa, like, this is actually like a game that's hard to find. And one of my coworkers was like, "Hey man, like, I have cash, like, I'll buy this off of you." And my manager at the time was like, "You can do that outside. Like, you literally cannot do it in here."
Yeah.
Because any exchange of funds is property of the business. So it's like, and it also just wouldn't look good.
Yeah.
If there was like, "Here's my money on camera.
Yeah.
Here's this thing." Like, it's all recorded.
And then you take it. Yeah.
It's just a bad look.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's a really bad look.
I was really like, yeah, so no, I'm not going to buy your fucking cologne, man.
No.
Like, I got Obsession by Calvin Klein or whatever the fuck it's called.
I mean, he probably was going to, like, give you, like, a link to, like, his Facebook Marketplace posting and be like, "This is where I sell my cologne."
Do you use that at all? Facebook Marketplace?
I've browsed through it just for shits and giggles.
It's mostly trash.
It's not so bad.
Like, sometimes there's people who sell, like, stuff.
It's also got an algorithm, so, like, it depends on what you click on, right? Like, once I clicked on an ad for like some shoes, like somebody was selling like some designer shoes,
right? And
for months it was just like selling some Jimmy Choos, selling some old Louboutins, selling some like fucking like whatever. And I'm like, these aren't fucking real. No matter like how many like international students from like Hong Kong or Korea come over here, like there's not enough people in all of Kitchener-Waterloo who have legit designer label shoes.
Like, come on, yeah.
No one fucking has these. That
might be a good place to find video games, actually.
Yep.
It's probably like a lot of people trying to sell old shit.
And people like list like apartments and stuff on there too. Like it's honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I make fun of it because it's Facebook, you know?
Yeah.
But it's pretty legit.
Who really wants to admit they still browse Facebook?
You have to vet things the same way that you vet like Kijiji ads or Craigslist ads, but like Like it's real.
We were actually talking about this earlier before we started recording, but like, have you ever been on a Kijiji adventure? You ever like bought something resale on Kijiji?
Nope, never.
Back in high school, I used to do it all the time. Like, because I had this like epiphany one day where I was like making money because I was working at Yogurt's, and I had all this money in my pocket because I didn't have any expenses, and I went to high school, and I went to go to high school to work. Like, that's all I did all day. So I had all this like liquid income just around. So I was like, you know what, Cameron? You have always wanted to own a ton of video game consoles, and the internet is a thing. So why don't we look up where we can find one? And I discovered Kijiji, and I remember I was so secretive about it because I was really worried that my mom would find out that I was like meeting strange people on the internet and like giving them my money, and they were giving me their old shit. Because I knew she wouldn't approve. Because like mom, who's much better now at the internet, was very like stiff against the internet.
Oh, my mom was the same way.
But she was.
I mean, I told the story last week about how like my mom was convinced that I was going to get kidnapped off of Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was like not.
My mom's big thing was credit cards. Like, she like refused to put a credit card on the internet. She was afraid it was going to get stolen.
Which, like, fair.
Pretty fair.
Because shopping online is still a very, very new thing. And, like, it's still pretty volatile for what it's worth. Like,
yeah, it happens enough.
Yeah.
Quick sidebar, the website I played D&D with, Roll20, actually had a breach.
Yeah.
Where a hacker came and stole a bunch of people's credit cards.
Yep.
So it's like, it can happen.
Yeah.
But no, I used to go on these Kijiji adventures all the time. And it's how I got this GameCube. Yeah. It's how I got my NES. It's how I got my Super Nintendo. I remember one time, me and Brad Mendez, who's been on the podcast before, were driving to this place, and my map kept taking us to like the middle of a bridge, despite it being like an address.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was the middle of winter.
Yeah.
It's actually like not the most best planned out trip in my opinion.
Yeah.
For me, because I didn't plan it well. We had like, it was my parents' like Christmas party like that evening.
Oh,
and I like needed to make an appearance.
To get back, yeah.
But like we left at like 4 p.m. and like it was just like it was snowy and like it was in Etobicoke.
Yeah, you
so
can't
it was
do
like
that.
a bad time.
Yeah.
Well, at one point we were on this side street and like luckily there was no one around. Thank God there's no one around. But Brad had the map and he was like, "Oh, dude, you went down the wrong road. You got to turn around." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm just gonna pull a Yui." So I pulled a Yui, but there was black ice on the road.
Oh shit!
And for the first time, this only ever happening. My car did a full rotation, like
a donut. Oh my god!
Like, no, not like a donut, but it was like spinning on like a top.
Oh
like,
my god!
Like this. It went around once fully, and I like stand on the brakes. I looked at Brad and I was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah." "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yep." And we just like kept driving.
Yeah.
It was fucking scary, man.
So scary. Oh
but
my
I used to love doing that. Because you actually, like, what's crazy about Kijiji is, like, and I would actually take the precaution, and I would remember, like, I would text Brad or Steve or something, be like, "Hey, guys, I'm meeting up with this guy in Kijiji, so if you don't hear me by the end of the night, please call the police."
Yeah.
Like, like, do me a favor.
Yeah.
But, and, like, I remember I bought all these Super Nintendo games off this really sketchy dude who, like, walked out. He was wearing, like a white undershirt. He was, like, a big, scary white guy with tattoos. He was bald and had, like, a goatee. Like, as soon as he walked out, I'm like, "What's that?"
This is how I die.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And he walked out like
he gave me fucking Sons of Anarchy.
He had like his sunglasses on. He looked all mean. He like saw me, like nodded his head, like walked into the garage, picked up his games, took his sunglasses off, and was like, "Here you go, man. Thanks for the business." It's like, yeah, we don't really play these anymore, so like we're just trying to get rid of them. And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man." Like, "Yeah, I'm a collector." He's like, "Oh, that's so cool, dude." Well, anyway, like I gave him the cash. He's like, "Anyway, you have a nice day, man." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." But we shook hands and walk away.
That's the most Canadian thing I've ever heard.
Like, oh, Nelly.
Yeah.
The fucking appearances are deceiving, man.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, that was stupid of you to go alone, though. I will say
it made me believe in people a little bit more. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but then there was also like that Tim Bosma thing that like freaked everybody out for a really long time.
Tim Bosma?
Yeah, Tim Bosma. He was a man who was trying to sell his truck on Kijiji, and these two guys expressed interest in buying the truck, and he went out on a test drive with them, and they killed him.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like he went missing, and
it turns out that
it was like they were like his family was like like he went out with these two guys and to take them for a test, like take a truck that he was selling for a test drive, and he hasn't been found, and like we haven't seen him in 24 hours, and like it went viral, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, like I hope they find this guy, I hope they find him," and then like it was revealed like a couple days later that they found his body and they had killed him.
Damn.
So everyone was obviously very scared, and the police were like, "If you're going to sell something on Kijiji,
like bring someone with you.
Like don't go alone. Meet in broad daylight. Don't go anywhere with them. Like, don't get in a vehicle with them.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I got a lot smarter because I've actually sold a few things on Kijiji.
Yeah.
I used to have a Chromebook before this laptop.
Yeah.
I now have a Surface tablet, which has been like bar none the best laptop I've ever had.
Cool.
But I used to have a Google Chromebook, which are actually really nice little laptops, but I didn't need it after I got this one. So I went to Kijiji and sold it for like $200. So I made back like after math like $100. It was in Waterloo actually by the time I sold it, and I told the guy, I was like, he was like, where do you want to meet up? Like we were like your place, my place, and I was like, McDonald's. Actually.
Yeah.
There's one right here, which is like in between the both of us, and he met me, and like he actually brought his girlfriend.
Nice.
And yeah, it turned out to be a very positive, like very
of course
safe thing. Like, I'm obviously not gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So like that's half the battle already, right? So
yeah, but like that's what you do, you know, like you meet in a public place.
Yeah. So I was much more wary about that.
Yeah.
But I remember one time I was this is back in high school, and my ex-girlfriend was over. Like we were actually like hanging out, and Kijiji's pretty well stocked now in terms of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can find just about anything on Kijiji for resale. But back in the day, it was more scarce. Like it was like harder to find stuff, and I was dying for a copy of Wind Waker because my original copy like went missing or like it got traded or something, right?
Yeah, you lost it.
And I was like, I love that game. I just bought this GameCube. Like I need a copy of Wind Waker. Like I need one, and I don't know what made me do it, but I was just like, I'm just gonna check Kijiji. Went to my phone, check Kijiji. There's a dude selling a copy of Wind Waker for like $30.
Oh shit!
It's like such a steal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck.
You better buy it from him before he realizes what he's selling it for.
I was like, I gotta buy this now before it gets bought.
Yeah.
So I like legit like I was like, I need to go put gas in the Mazda, which is the car I was driving at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll like be right back, and I like
God.
ran to the bank and got cash and met up with the guy like same night and picked it up.
Oh, he was in your area.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so lucky.
Oh yeah. He was like.
I was like, did you just like abandon your girlfriend in your house to go to like a Etobicoke again?
I abandoned my girlfriend in my house to go 20 minutes somewhere in Mississauga.
Yeah.
And like obviously I don't feel good about that, but I was like, but I got that copy of Wind Waker though.
Is that like the copy of Wind Waker for the GameCube that I'm looking at right there? Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
He even had a special box for it, which was like he didn't have the North American box. He had the PAL box, which is the Europe one.
Yeah.
And it's different. So I have like a rare copy of Wind Waker.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Wow. And he sold it to you for like $30. That's
it was a steal. Like
damn.
And I told him flat out, like obviously I wasn't gonna like, you know, shoot myself in the foot or nothing.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey man, like if you have more games, like you should definitely think about like upping your prices a little bit. Because like at the time, and he wasn't like rude. He was like, oh well, thanks man, like I appreciate that. Because when I was in my collector days, I got really into like game pricing.
Yeah.
Like you have to know if you want to, because you don't want to get ripped off.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really dove into that, and I'm like, you should really be selling this game for like $60-$70.
Yeah.
Like you could like that's the kind of money
Yeah.
you should be getting from this.
Yeah.
Like, here's your $30. You know.
I'm gonna give you $30,
Yeah.
but if you ever come across, like, if you ever are selling like a rare copy of Wind Waker again, just so you know,
if you ever come across these anymore,
you can sell it for like $75.
Oh, Hobbs, she's barking.
Yeah.
The rarest game I have is probably a boxed copy of DuckTales on the NES.
Yes,
That's the rarest game I have.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
But the most expensive game I've ever bought was probably Melee for the Switch. Or excuse me, for the GameCube. Super Smash Bros. Melee, I paid like $80 for it.
Okay, well that's a really fucking popular game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also like actually no, DuckTales was $100, but it was in the box, and I was like, "Ooh, I want that."
That's fine.
There's this really great store. I promise we'll get off Kijiji after this, but there's this really great store if you live in the Mississauga, the Greater Toronto area in Milton called Toy Rat. They don't have a website. They just do Facebook stuff. But I used to go there to buy classic games like all the time. The only problem is that they're really marked up in terms of price.
Right.
They're a little bit more expensive than what they ought to be.
I find that when you go to like vintage video game stores, they do that.
But they have to.
It's a
store. They're running a business.
It's a store, yeah.
But the most expensive thing I saw there, oh my god, I wanted it so bad. It was a sealed, in its plastic sealing, copy of Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo in the box.
Wow.
For $400.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
That's how much that costs for sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Am I ready to drop $400 right now?
Brad was with me at the time, and he was like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because the thing is, like, if I bought it and opened it to play it, it would lose its value immediately.
Yeah.
Not that I keep things for value. I would actually keep it because I want to play it.
Because you want to play it.
But fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's my golden goose, man. I let that get away.
I know.
I should have never let that get away.
I know. Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to think. Is there? Oh, I had an experience like that where I was like, if I let this go right now, I will never see this again, and I have not seen it again to that day, and I don't own it. It makes me really sad. When I was a kid, so my mom's best friend, I call her Aunt Chrissy because she like her family is truly like family.
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
like Tanny.
Yeah,
for me. So, names that no one's gonna know.
Yeah, my Aunt Chris has a like a farmhouse. It's like they use it as like a vacation home in the summertime. The quote-unquote
farm.
Yeah, we call it the farm. It's not a farm, but it's a farm. Out in just outside of Goderich.
Oh, that's actually not too far from here.
It's really not. Like, Mom will go up there like for like an overnight. Like it's basically her equivalent of like driving to Mississauga.
Essentially, yeah.
And they'll go into town every once in a while, like into Goderich, just to buy stuff, and like they have food, groceries, and like like there's flea markets and stuff like that. Fun. Like Goderich is a really nice little town. It really is. And there used to be this mall there. I don't know if it's still standing, probably, but probably not the same stores. But there was a CD store inside of this mall, and they had a physical copy of Fall Out Boy's "Evening Out with Your Girl."
No
way. It was their first okay, so everybody knows Fall Out Boy's discography as like Take This to Your Grave, From Under the Cork Tree, Infinity on High, Folia de, and then like American Beauty, American Psycho, and so on and so forth. There was an album before that, and that album was Evening Out with Your Girl. I think it's just an EP. It's not very long, but so
that's not popular.
I'm a huge Fall Out Boy fan. I love Fall Out Boy, and like I used to download shitty MP3s of like Evening Out with Your Girl songs on LimeWire, and I was like, this is literally rare. Like, this is so rare.
It's actually a hard find.
But I didn't have any money. I was like fresh. I was fresh out of birthday money. I was a kid. I don't have anything.
True. Yeah.
So
you couldn't even ask your mom. You couldn't even,
I did. I was like, Mom, can I please have that? Please. Like, can I please? Like, it's rare. Like, I'll never. I told her, I was like, if you don't buy this for me, like, I will literally never see this again. And I wasn't being dramatic, but it sounds like one of those things that your dramatic kid says to get you to buy shit for them. And she's like, no, I'm not buying it for you.
How much was it? Do you remember?
It wasn't that expensive. It was like a normal CD price. It was like $15 or something like that.
Oh, man.
It was like a little bit more expensive than a regular CD. It was not that bad. And I was like, Mom, please. And she was like, no, I'm not buying it for you. And like, my mom has like two no's that I found. There's the no, but I can be coerced. And there's the hard no. And she was getting like, mine too. I was getting hard no's, but I was still persevering. And she finally, she did that, Samantha. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Like, we're done here.
It's really a no.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at it.
As you like drove
as
away.
I walked away. And I just stared at it because I was like, I will never, ever see this album again. And I have not. To this day, I have. Sometimes when I find myself in like a Sunrise or like HMV when that was a thing.
You take a look, you're like, maybe it's here.
I would take a look just to see.
Yeah.
To see. I found Take This to Your Grave in like a Walmart one time.
Yeah,
totally, I was like, let's just fucking see. Haven't found it. Have not seen a physical copy of that album, vinyl, CD, or otherwise, like since that day.
Do you want me to? Okay.
And I cursed that day. You
have no idea how hard I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, I feel exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
There was this one time I bought, and I'm such a fucking idiot, right? Like, this is why. This is like, I was too much of a guppy.
Yeah.
I bought like 20 Super Nintendo games off this guy for like a crazy good price. It was like $100.
Yeah.
It had like Secret of Mana and like Chrono Trigger and like Final Fantasy VI and like Super Metroid, like all these like seriously like collection defining games.
Yeah.
And he gave me for like such a steal. Clearly, he went online and found out that he ripped himself off.
Yeah.
And he like texted me, was like, "Hey man, like I wasn't supposed to sell those games. It was for this kid, and like I really need him. Like I'll give you all your money back." And he was really persistent. Like I would try to like ignore him and just try to be like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
But, like, he kept texting.
Yeah.
And, like, I got uncomfortable. Like, I was just kind of like, I don't want this guy to, like...
bother me anymore.
Bother me. So I was like, yeah, man, I'll give you back the games. And... because it was young. And... yeah,
no, I understand. But also,
it's exactly how you feel, right?
Yeah.
When you walked away from Fully Adult.
Yeah.
Sam, I seriously, it keeps me up at night sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll, like, wake up in the middle of the night and be like, if I was today, I would have been like, yeah, man, sorry, I bought these. Like,
you paid money for them.
Transaction over, bud.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
You processed a transaction and you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually give no shits about your kid.
Exactly. There's no kid. There's no
of course
fucking
not.
kid.
There was no fucking kid.
No.
But if I can go back in time, Sam, like, I wouldn't even fix any of the world's problems. I would correct that mistake that I made.
Yeah.
Because it keeps me up. I own so many great fucking games.
Yeah. You had Chrono Trigger. Like, years later, you would look at that for $400 and contemplate buying it, but you had it in your hands.
I know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel you.
I hate thinking about it.
I know. And I legitimately hate thinking about evening out with your girl. Because I knew I knew exactly what I was staring at. And I did not have any money. I had spent the last of my money at, like, Claire's or something stupid.
Yeah.
Not knowing that was in my vicinity.
Yeah.
And my mom would not buy it for me. And
like,
I was like,
how fucked up would it be if you were walking out of that store?
Sometimes to make myself feel better, I blame my mom. I was like, she didn't know. She didn't know how important it was. Yeah. She thought I was just being dramatic. But if she had just believed me, I would have had that album in my hands. I would have it in my hands.
How fucked up would it be if someone, like, you, like, walked out of the store and, like, looking like, and someone walked out with it and just, like, snapped in half?
Oh, it would have just shattered me. It would have shattered me. I had to stop looking because I was like, someone's going to come in and see that and buy it. I'm going to have to watch it happen. And I will just shatter.
It's like the Simpsons episode where Bart's like, if I stand by the video games and look really sad, maybe someone will buy me something.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, but man, but that is my, that's my golden egg.
Ooh, that, like, missed opportunity.
2 golden eggs. I fucking missed it twice.
God, that really was the one that got away.
I was a guppy, and I was young.
That's also why I don't really get into collecting, because I know that, like, if something like that were to happen to me, I would just beat myself up about it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would just, I would really get fucked up about it. So.
Yeah. I might, obviously, like, I would love to get back into collecting.
Yeah.
Problem with collecting is that you need tons of disposable income because it's all in cash. Obviously, you can't, like, hey, do you take credit card, dude? Kijiji man,
no man,
strange Brampton man.
Nowadays you might be able to get away with PayPal.
Oh, maybe or e-transfer.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, but the thing is with collecting is that, like, you spend a lot more. Like, that's actually what I really enjoy is the hunt. Like, when you finally find something and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like, here it is.
Yep.
It's a good price.
Yep.
He's, like, not that far away.
Yep.
Like, we're making a day out of this.
Oh, like, yeah, and, like, your blood starts pumping a little bit, and you get the tinglies in your hands.
There's something really exciting about getting something that you can't just buy in a store.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you found a treasure.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
And I know how silly that sounds. But
no, it's legit. Like, you feel like you found the X that marks the spot.
Like, I'll be honest with you, Sam, like, all of my old consoles have been put away for a long time because, well, we have HDTVs now, and there's no CRTs in the house.
Yeah.
So I can't play them.
Yeah.
But then I bought this upscaler, which is a fancy little device where you can play old consoles on HDTVs, and I've been digging them out, and, like, every single game I pull out, I'll be like, whoa, I own this?
Yep.
I forgot that I owned this!
Yeah.
And it's like, I fucking love collecting.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, I'm the best.
I'm so good at this.
Yeah. So glad I provided this for myself.
If I ever come into a lot of money, I'll get back into it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get, like way back into it.
You have to do that. Yeah. Yeah, you had to be, like, high school Cam with, like, not a care or a bill in the world.
The only thing I pay for is my food every day.
Exactly. You should have, like, $2,000. You told me that you had, like, $2,000 sitting in your bank account at any given time.
Dust. Yep.
Just to, like, have. And I was like, fuck you.
But you know what,
so
Sam?
Lucky.
You're actually in a far better position than I was, because what I should have done, I'm a fucking idiot, what I should have done with all that money is start putting it into savings.
Yeah.
If I honestly took, like, I could afford this. Like, if I took, like, $300 a paycheck and just put it away, I would have sizable savings by now.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I have savings from other things, but, like, that's different.
But, like, yeah, it's oh god, if you're a kid and you're listening to this, like,
open up a savings account.
I shit you not. Like, make it so that it's not accessible. You know how when you use, like, a debit machine, there's, like, do you want to take from your checkings or your savings? Like, don't have your savings account be accessible via debit machine.
Yeah.
Like, that's how mine worked. Like, I literally could not take money out of my savings account if I tried. It was locked down.
Yeah.
I had to go to the bank and take it out physically. Like, lock down your savings account, and every paycheck you get, split it in half.
Yep.
Right down the middle, 50-50. If you get a $200 paycheck, $100 in savings, $100 for yourself.
Because you don't need more than $100, really.
Do that from the moment you're legally able to work.
Yeah.
You will have, it's not put yourself through college money.
God, no.
But, you know, like, I thought that both of my parents would be able to help me pay for school, and circumstances happened, and it turned out only one of them could. But my mom was able to pay for most of my tuition, and that's how we did university the whole way through. Mom did most of my tuition, and I did whatever the difference was. I do like $1,000 towards my tuition and all of my books.
Yeah.
And like, I never ran out of money.
And you were able to do that.
Yeah. And that was also the only time all throughout university. Like, I didn't touch my savings throughout university either. I touched it when I had to pay for tuition and pay for books.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I touched my savings.
Or put it this way, right? It's like, what Sam just said is perfectly valid. But something I also think about is, like, if you're not really in school, or like you're at the age now where your parents are paying for stuff and like you need to spend money, you have that money.
Yeah.
It's like, put it this way. If I was better with money when I was a high schooler, I could have like more nice shirts that I could wear out.
Yeah.
I could have a nicer set of pants. I could have a nice watch or something that I could wear to special occasions. And it's not that I don't have those things, but at the same time, it's like, you don't need, if you get to the point where like you need to spend money on something, if you have savings, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can replenish it and do it.
Well, right now my savings are for like, if I want to buy a car.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm less focused on that and more like money for when I eventually move out.
Right. Saving up for that big apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can do like first and last month's rent. Yeah, it's for that. It's for life milestones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you own a car and you need to repair it,
yeah,
savings.
Yes.
Because fuck, man.
Yep. If the bottom of my car falls out one day,
dude, oil changes can be like $100, and that's the most basic fucking thing you can do in a car.
Yeah.
When it comes to messing with it.
Yep.
So like put it this way, I brought up the Mazda earlier, my old car, which was my mom's car.
Yeah.
I drove that around for years after Mom got her new car.
Yeah.
Because I lived in a different city, and they were like, we don't want to come pick you up anymore.
Yeah.
But that car's oil tank seated.
Yeah.
It leaked into the rest of the engine.
Yeah.
It really fucked things up.
Yeah, like, I was with you when when shit hit the fan.
We were on the way to buy your first pair of D&D dice.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we were doing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And it like stopped. It literally, we were driving and it went pa-ting!
Yeah.
We were like, what was that?
Yeah.
And the wheel stopped being able to turn.
Yeah.
And like the brake wasn't working.
We were turning left in an intersection, and we just got out of the intersection in time.
And I pulled over, and like people were very nice actually. Like, you need a hand? I'm like, yeah, actually, if you don't mind. Anyway, but later I bring it to the mechanic, and the guy's like, so the only way to fix this problem is to take your entire engine out.
Yeah.
So we can fix it, clean it,
yeah,
fix the oil tank, and it's going to be minimum $12,000.
Yeah.
So we were like, that car's going to the junkyard.
Yeah.
That's the end of that car.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of beat up when that car went away. I had a lot of memories in that car.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when Magoo dies, like when he dies for good. My car,
well, you have a fucking immortal car.
Yeah,
like, your car's like 25 years old.
He's showing his age, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, so
well, it is an old car.
And like his time is coming. I'm a little nervous to drive him in the wintertime, just because like I don't know what the weather is gonna do to him for another year. But yeah, like he's my little miracle car, and it's also like the source of all of my independence right now. So like
get real acquainted with Uber.
I really need a car. Yeah. I can't I always said like I'm not above going back to public transit, but
but if you can avoid it,
I really don't want to.
Hey man, I'll be honest with you, like this is the difference between you and I, where it's like you could probably handle public transit better than I could in terms of just like from a mental standpoint. Yeah. Where I did public transit for the first 2 years of university, and like, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn. That's definitely not what I'm trying to do. But like, I was trying to be a trooper about it. I was just like, just do it because this is what you do.
Yeah.
You're in a university town. Public transit is paid for.
Yeah.
Use it because it's free.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say it sucked because it didn't. But it did also.
No, it does suck. GRT sucks.
Taking
the GRT sucks.
But it also added like 30 minutes to any fucking trip.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how far away it was.
Yeah.
You needed to leave like an hour earlier than what you ought to have to left.
It's inconvenient.
So there's one time there was like a 3-week period between when the Mazda died and, you know, another car came along, and I was taking public transit, and to get to your house would take like 2 hours.
Yep.
2 fucking hours on a bus.
I mean, I took the bus to your house a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say, like, but yeah, man, it was just kind of like, fuck. Like, your whole day, like, I understand, like, people who solely take public transit to get around can't do as much stuff during the day as people who drive.
Yeah.
Because you literally have to plan your whole fucking day just getting around. Fuck doing what you get there. You have to get there first. It's like, Jesus.
And then, like, if you live in a town like mine where service usually ends at around, like, 11:30 at night, like, you have to plan your night around that.
Fucking Kitchener, what a bedtime.
You're either sleeping over at that person's house.
Yeah.
If you want to stay late, or you're leaving at like 9 p.m.
There's literally nothing
You're leaving
worse.
right as the party starts.
There's nothing worse than walking out of a bar on like a Saturday night in Kitchener and being like, well, guess I'm calling an Uber.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
Ring up Lyft. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Literally. So, yeah, it's not fun. It's a lot more doable in like bigger cities like Toronto.
Oh, because the Toronto Transit is actually pretty great.
It runs a lot later.
The TTC is like, I don't know. I don't find the TTC terribly hard to understand.
No.
You know, it's pretty straightforward.
It's not that it's hard to understand. It's just it runs a lot better. And everybody from Toronto, if anybody is listening in Toronto right now, they're probably like, "Oh, fuck you. TTC sucks. I hate it." No, it's the worst.
Yeah, like you experience it every day, so you see.
You've
the
never
cracks.
experienced Kitchener Transit.
Or even My Way in Mississauga.
Yeah.
My Way is garbage.
Yeah.
Or at least it was when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but like TTC, you know, it runs late. It runs until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Covers like it's expanded a lot more. So I know even a couple years ago you couldn't get very far. I know it was a huge problem for a long time. How Vaughan was basically in the GTA, and people in Vaughan could not get into the city unless you drove.
Right.
And it sucked. But it's expanded a lot more, so it's a lot more accessible. You can get to Pearson from like via TTC.
Oh.
There's like an express shuttle that you
I actually
can
didn't
take.
know that. That's cool.
Yeah, at one of the end. I think it's at the end of whatever the yellow line is. I think it's line 1. You can take it to the end, and there's an express bus that'll take you to Pearson. So like that's fantastic. Trains run like every 5 minutes at the longest, unless there's a serious problem, which happens all the time. But like
all the time, yeah.
Whatever. That's public transit for you.
Public transit sucks.
Their buses are pretty terrible. I will say. I fucking hate taking the bus in Toronto.
When we took those buses, that was rough.
Yeah.
The thing with public transit, then, like, I know this is like you know, a little contradictory when it comes to the idea of public transit, but public transit is at its worst when it's really busy.
Yeah.
Like when we were on the GO train a couple days ago, and we got to fucking exhibition, and like every Toronto FC fan in the city just got on the train.
Yep.
It was like, oh my god, this sucks ass now.
Yeah.
Like this is awful.
Yeah, you're reminded that it's public transit because you're surrounded by the public.
So to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a peaceful train ride anymore.
And I think that's probably, if I was a Torontonian, that's probably what would bug me the most.
Yeah.
Is like I would try to take public transit. Well, I would have to take it whenever I had to, like, you know, obviously. But if it was possible, I would try to take it in dead hours, because at least then I could just, like, sit.
That's the thing, though. There really isn't a dead hour.
No, especially on the subway.
I have been on the subway at, like, 2:30 on a Tuesday and not been able to find a seat. I was like, what the fuck are you all doing here? But there's just too many people in Toronto.
That's actually something
There's a significant portion of Canada's population that lives in Toronto.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, it's big.
I would give kudos to the GRT in that respect, because the GRT I found, the bus lines I took, like the 3 I took, were always dead.
Because everybody in Kitchener drives.
Yeah,
if you can drive in KW, no, it's actually a legitimate problem. Like that's something that the city has been talking about for a while now. They're like, we're trying to figure out ways to get Kitchener, like people who live in
Kitchenerites
out of their cars.
Kitcheners.
And like KW residents out of their cars and like using public transit and stuff more and biking and stuff. But it just sucks to do anything but drive.
Well, yeah, there's no bike lanes. There's 3 bike lanes in Waterloo,
and none of the cars respect it because they're not in very good places. And GRT sucks.
Yeah,
service is not good if you're not in like the core like downtown area. Which is like one street.
I've skipped entire days of school because I miss a bus.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, well, another one's not going to show up for another hour and a half.
Exactly.
And fuck that, it's cold. Like I want to go home.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I would walk
I'm not
home
gonna stand here
and then email my profs and be like, sometimes I'd be honest.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, listen, I missed a bus and I'm not going to be at the class today. Like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to pay for a fucking cab.
Yeah.
They'd be like, cool, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just saying that's a legitimate conversation, but that's why you found seats on the bus. Definitely. Is because KW is a driving city. Like it's a car city. It's like LA. Like everybody drives. Is
that right in LA? I don't know. I actually know very little about Los Angeles.
Yeah, LA is a driving city. It's I mean, it's terrible. I've heard traffic is horrendous at any given time.
Like fucking traffic in Toronto sucks ass too.
Yeah.
At any given time.
Yeah, it's highly dependent on like cars, and people don't take. There is a transit system, like there's a train and like buses.
Yeah.
But most people.
Oh my god.
People who take public transit in LA are poor.
I just reminded this conversation about KW people and driving. Just reminded me about this happenstance that happened when I was driving in Kitchener one time to your house. Actually, I was driving in the middle lane, and there was this lady in a minivan in the right lane, had her blinker on. Just like going off. So I'm like giving her room.
Yeah.
And I'm giving her room.
She's not turning.
And I'm giving her room.
Yeah.
And then she rolls down her window and flips me off, turns her signal off, and speeds down. And I was like, what did I do? Like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
I will never forget that for as long as I live. It was like this big, like, stereotypically, this big, like, fat lady hick.
Yeah.
Who, like, driving her, like, 9 kids in this minivan. One of them was, like, strapped on the roof.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, to this
Why are
day,
you so aggressive?
I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do? Like, I was trying to let you in.
I got really mad when I was driving home from your Waterloo house one night because, your Waterloo house was just outside of a school zone. Like you would drive past like 2 schools on your way to your house.
Yeah. If you took that road,
you're perpetually like, you hit a point in the journey and you're like perpetually stuck in a school zone.
It's like 40 the whole way. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be pretty rough.
And I know that the Waterloo Regional Police Service loves to hide in school zones at night.
Get that ticket quota, baby.
And nail people for going 50 over in a school zone, even though it's like 11:30 at night and there's no child to be seen anywhere. But if they're trying to hit quotas, they will hide with their lights off in the driveways of schools.
Yep.
And like nail you for speeding in a school zone, even though you're going like 50 and a 40.
And for people in Mississauga, the difference between school zones in Kitchener and school zones in Mississauga is that school zones in Mississauga actually have times.
Yeah.
Where it's like lights are flashing, now it's a school zone.
Yeah.
This street was a school zone all the time.
All the time.
Like there was no.
It's just perpetually a school zone. So I was driving home from your place one night.
Yeah.
I was going 40 because I
Well, you're not trying to get a ticket.
I can't afford a ticket right now. Like I can't afford a ticket.
Exactly, yeah. I just bought textbooks. I can't afford a ticket.
Yeah, literally. And this guy in a truck, it's always a truck.
Of course.
Comes up behind me and he flashes his high beams at me.
Oh, fuck you.
To make me go faster, which bar none, like, is just the fastest way to make me the most angry. Mm-hmm. Like, angrier than my potato chip debate angry. Like,
wow.
Like,
that's a bar.
Seething mad.
That's a bar.
The most mad. And he flashed his high beams at me like 2 or 3 times before he like passed, like aggressively, like jerked away, like to the side, sped up, flipped me off, and then sped ahead of me and proceeded to go like 60 miles an hour.
You know what kills me about that? Is like, where's the cops now?
Like, I know. I was
like,
I would
get pulled over.
Please let this be the night that there is a cop. Like there was never a cop. Never. I must say, like never. I was going 40 and I was always vigilant and I always kept an eye out. Never saw a cop. They were either hiding very well or like, they just weren't there. But you never know. And I wasn't trying to play games. And yeah.
You're also doing.
But I was like, please let this be the night that there's a cop there.
You're trying not to break the fucking law.
Please.
Like, listen, you can play with speed limits all you want, but in school zones, you really can't do that.
No, it's a hefty fine to speed. Like, there's a speeding ticket, and then there's speeding in a school zone ticket. Yeah. And it's more expensive.
Because you're endangering children.
Yes.
So you get fucking crazy fines.
Yeah. I could not afford that shit.
I never got that. Like, you'll be in the 401 going, like, 125 in the fast lane. There's still people riding your ass. It's like, you're actually, like, the whole argument of, like, you have to go with the flow of traffic is null and void when you're the only person trying to go faster than the flow of traffic.
Yeah, and your flow of traffic is too fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the speed limit on, like, our stretch of the 401 is, like, 100 miles per hour.
Something like that, yeah.
And you're going 120, 20 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Well, that's the fast lane.
That's fast.
Yeah.
That is fast. Stop tailgating me.
I almost want to be like, guys, we're all going to get to where we're going at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not, like, we're fine, guys. We're fine.
Yeah, I can't fuck with the fast lane in my tiny little car anymore. I can't do it.
No, yeah. At night, I just stay in the middle lane. Yeah. Because it's dead.
Yeah. I just pass every truck I see, though. I can't do trucks.
I know that talking about driving might not be the most interesting conversation in the world, but I made it from Mississauga to Kitchener a couple nights ago in like half an hour. Yeah. Like, when it's dead, it's like, I think about it all the time.
You just zip by.
Kitchener and Mississauga really aren't that far from each other. Nope. They're like 3 cities away from each other. Yep. 3 cities away from each other. 2, technically.
I was going to say, because
if you count Mississauga, it's 3. Yeah. So there's Mississauga, and then there's... on the way there would be Hamilton, and then
not on the way.
No,
you don't pass through Hamilton.
Well, like on the 401.
No, Hamilton is past.
Or no, sorry, Milton. I meant to say Milton. Yeah. Milton, and then Guelph, and then Kitchener. Yeah. Or KW, whatever. Yeah. So it's really not that far. Yeah. And you gotta go to London. That's way fucking farther.
Going to London is like going to Toronto, just in the opposite direction. Yeah. It takes about the same amount of time. Yeah, and it's like just an hour and a bit, depending on traffic. Yeah, literally. But yeah, driving, man, it fucking sucks.
Driving, crazy shit. Driving, man.
Sound like seriously, like it really is like the fastest way to get me incensed is to high beam me passive aggressively. It really is.
Fuck you, like,
and it's really frustrating because I looked it up one day. I was like, why do I keep getting high beamed? Like there was a period of time, mostly when I was trying to drive in the fast lane with my like 1996 car, where I would just get high beamed all the time. And I was like, what does this mean? Like, is it just people bullying me? Because that's really fucking mean. And it is a signal. Like, sometimes people use it to say, like, there's a speed trap up ahead. Right. But other times it means go faster.
Like, get out of the way.
Faster, like they're trying to push you out of their way.
Oh, you know what?
It's so fucking mean.
You brought up trucks. And I had an interesting epiphany when my dad drives a Ford F-150,
the truckiest truck which is ever trucked,
and he like shelled out for like a 2018 model when he bought it. So like this is a nice fucking vehicle.
It is. It really is.
It's like you're in a fucking airplane.
It's really nice.
And I've been driving it just every so often, and I gotta say, if you're not careful, that power trip will go to your head.
Yes, 100%.
Because man, there is no fucking better feeling than being on the highway and putting your signal on and people. Get out of your way. Like, not just, like, leave you room. No, like, get the fuck out of your way. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, my God. Is this what this feels like? Mm-hmm. Like, I would go crazy. Like, I feel like I'm the king of the fucking road.
If you drove that all the time and that was your experience every single time you got into your vehicle, like... Yeah,
of course you would be high-beaming people. Yeah. You're on a power trip. You're on a crazy high.
Get the fuck out of my way.
And I totally get it. Like, I would never condone it. Mm-hmm. And I try very actively not to think that way.
But, like, you understand that you're not above it.
Oh, yeah. No. If I was even 2 notches of a weaker man, I'd be like, oh yeah, we're fucking like
fucking go.
Like high beaming people all the time. Oh, high people midday. Would you break up with me if I started high beaming people?
Yeah.
You think so? Like actually?
Yeah. If you made a habit of it, 100%. I'd be like, Cameron, like, why the fuck are you doing this? Also, like, your dad's lights in the F-150 are bright. Naturally, they are the Marianas Trench, like deep diving, super bright white lights.
Yeah, he's got those like tinge of blue lights. Yeah. The ones that shine really brightly in the dark. Yeah. Like, it makes visibility amazing.
Yeah, for you.
I know, yeah.
Nobody else can see anything.
I know.
Cameron, there have literally, like, I get so mad in the wintertime because, like, it's already so dangerous, and now I can't see.
I know.
Like, there have been times where I'm actually driving in a snowstorm and somebody's bright-ass white LED headlights get in my rearview mirror, and Cameron, I cannot see behind me. I can see nothing behind me, and I can't check my blind spots. Yeah. I can't turn around because I get blinded, and there's snow on the ground, and there's snow in my face hitting the windshield. Yep. And I cannot see.
Meanwhile, buddy boys in the truck, like,
I'm fucking okay.
Listening to fucking Florida Georgia Line.
Must be nice. Must be fucking nice.
Hammering a nail, stacking them bales.
Leave me alone.
You ever listen to Florida Georgia Line?
Of course not. I'm black.
That's a good point.
I would know.
Well, they had that one song that was how'd it go? It was like some song with the radio on and cruise.
That's
like,
Florida Georgia Line?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then like I've been forced to listen to them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another song I mentioned in like the Luigi's Mansion playthrough that we just recorded that like the first time I ever heard My Cherie Amour by Stevie Wonder, I heard the like la 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 la, but it was the only part that I could hear in the big ass store, and it was really obnoxious. But like when that Florida Georgia Line song also comes on in the store, all I hear is when the radio wanted cruise.
Yeah, it's like the only thing you heard. Yeah.
And just like every couple of minutes it comes back around and booze, and I'm like, God damn it.
Oh my God.
I hate this song.
I know. Okay, last conversation. Is there a song that you hear that it's like I have to change this? Like, what song is that?
There was a song that was really popular on because it was Canadian pop, and it was just like DJs trying to hit the CanCon limit for the day, for the hour.
What was the name of that? Keep going. Like,
it was this song.
Hang on.
But it prominently featured an accordion.
Okay.
It was like doo 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 doo.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is that song called?
I have to change that song.
A big one for me is Havana by Camila Cabello. I fucking hate that song.
See, I don't mind that song.
It's so annoying. Just Havana, ooh na na.
The actual song is good, but yeah, like listening to it over a PA system is torture.
What was the name of that Canadian...
Shawn Mendes songs too really piss me off. On the radio, I can't say anything about his actual discography.
Yeah, I don't...
But...
That's right. Okay, so do you remember the song I Believe by Nikki Yanofsky?
Yes, it was the Olympics.
It was written for the Olympics song.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they played that all the fucking time.
Same with Wavin' Flag by Kanon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then they did that version. Yeah, they did the We Are the World version with like everybody who's famous in Canada right now.
I believe in the power that comes from a world brought together as one.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's I Believe for fucking Nikki.
Oh, okay.
I looked up the lyrics.
Okay, yeah.
I just because it was bugging me. I was like, I remember hearing that like 2010 because in Vancouver, like all the time.
Canada's the worst for that because like there is that law, like 30% of everything that you broadcast over like public airwaves has to be Canadian content.
That's rad though.
But if you're, it's a dope rule. But like if you are a pop radio station, there's like 3 current songs that make sense for you to play at any given time.
It's true.
And they like you just take advantage of it and you just fucking play the same like Headley, Marianas Trench, Shawn Mendes song.
The Guess Who. Over
and over. Well, not on pop radio.
No, I was joking.
Classic rock, you're actually pretty lucky because there's a bunch of really dope classic rock, like Canadian classic rock bands that you can choose from.
Is Rush Canadian?
Yeah.
They're
from Toronto.
Right? Okay.
They're from Toronto.
No way.
I think they're from Scarborough.
You know, I've never been into Rush.
I like their hits. You know, like I like fucking Tom Sawyer and Subdivisions, but like I'm not a huge Rush fan.
Yeah, right. Like I could totally give credit where credit's due.
Oh,
they're
a
fucking legendary,
iconic,
band.
And like they make prog rock what it is.
Totally.
I think they're like the biggest prog rock band in the genre. So
I don't know any other ones.
Nothing, you know. I can't name a single other one, and it's a Canadian band from Toronto. So like respect. Yeah. But it's not what I choose to listen to.
Well, Sam, I think it's the sun's getting a little low.
Good.
So what are today's lessons?
Today's lessons are get normal headlights.
Yeah.
Just get normal headlights, please. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. Yeah. I'm begging you as a small car person. And you know what? I never want to give up my small car because I can fit into every single parking space. Parallel parking is a breeze because I just have, the space. I don't have any extra space. It's great. Nobody asks me to move them anywhere. It's great.
Yeah. Don't high beam people on the road. Lesson number 2.
Don't fucking high beam me.
Don't high beam Sam.
I'll kill you.
Lesson number 2. Don't high beam Sam.
I'll kill you. I will kill you. And if you are a Canadian pop act, I'm rooting for you so hard because we need more variety.
Yeah.
I can't listen to Pop 101 by Marianas Trench one more goddamn time.
Lesson number 3, listen to more Canadian bands.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week, Tuesday at 3 p.m. as per hallways. Mm-hmm. We're on Spotify, Google Play, and YouTube. If you subscribe to us on YouTube, maybe you should also check out our gaming stuff.
Yeah, check out our gaming stuff.
That we upload way more gaming stuff than we do podcasts.
Yeah.
We are also working on iTunes. That is in the horizon. We have been properly submitted. And they're reviewing us.
Awesome.
So we'll get back to that real soon.
Working on it.
And you guys have a chill week.
Love y'all. Peace out.